Perform your final checks, Driftlights. I'll be starting shortly. Report in, Driftlights! The Drifter, Isaacacha, reporting in. And today, welcome to a new story. As we dive into the world of Fate, I will alert, I have never played this game. So, I don't know what I'm getting into. It's not detecting my controller, hold on. Technical issues, chat. Steam, help. This is, interesting. Play Fate EXTELLA. Oh, just get jump scared by the game, I guess. Alright. Still can't see overlay, but, welcome to Fate EXTELLA, the Umbral Star. We can choose which gender we want the player characters to be. I frankly don't think this matters. And I won't really be going off much in regards to it. Mostly because, again, I don't know if it affects anything. I'm also gonna have to turn the game down to my fucking audio mixer. You guys can't hear it, but it is kind of loud. Mikan's joining us. So I'm gonna be playing with a male, popcorn right there. We're playing with the male player character. 3 difficulty levels.
What game is this?
This is Fate EXTELLA, a warrior-style game set in the Fate universe. So if you like Muso games, you're gonna love this. Which in my case, is actually perfect. I accidentally hit the button to go back to the main menu, because I was adjusting how I was sitting. I will say, I've never played this. So, I have no clue what I'm doing.
Wait, one sec. What year does this game come out?
Wait,
you said this is the Muso one, right? For Fate?
It's a Muso, yes. This game came out.
Oh, no.
Out
Okay, do you know anything about this game?
No, the fuck I don't.
I don't know what the gameplay is, but I only know one thing, and the thing I know is apparently Fate fans find this as the worst game in the Fate series. That's all I know about it.
So we do have.
It's basically this is basically the Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric of the Fate series.
Yeah, so I will say, I only have access to the Flame Poema because I've only just started, and unfortunately, I can't see chat nor Discord overlay. Because this game came out in 2017, it doesn't have borderless.
Give me a second. I will pull up their stream and I'll head on the side. Give me a moment.
Let me see. Let me quickly check a thing.
Wait, you don't use your mobile phone as
no, because normally I can see normally I can see overlay.
I gotcha. Because that's what I do when I do when I stream. I had the phone, but I had the volume muted so that way, if for example if the OBS crashes, I could tell chat saying like, hey, we're gonna raid out and like just this what's happening, so I can still use it on mobile. Or if the internet goes on in the house, I still have 5G on the phone.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why this game doesn't have borderless, but
you said 2017.
Yeah. I also don't have any application that can force it to be borderless. Yay! So I'm actually having to have my phone on my desk so I can see. So let's start off with the flame poem art because I don't have a fucking choice. Compendium, flame poem. Now, bear in mind, you guys can't hear the game. We can.
Oh, actually, I can't.
You can't?
No.
That's weird.
Let me just. I don't even hear it in. I have the tab open on Discord. I just don't hear it.
Do you have the screen share muted on Discord?
No, it's not mute. That's the funny thing.
Oh.
One second, let me turn it. One second, let me try something. One second.
That's weird.
Oh no, I do hear. It's just it was. I also on my other monitor had Procopia. So Procopia was louder than I turned it down on my Elgato.
A shooting star falls from the early dawn sky, shining light streaming through the dark river of space. The Earth's surface would be unfamiliar to modern-day eyes. All who dwell upon it look up. The people, the animals, even the plants. The comet goes on soaring through the sky. For all their great speed, most comets appear to hold still in the sky from the planet's perspective. And so, the people believe this one to be another harmless spectacle, a tear-shaped jewel among the stars. They have no idea of the doom it brings. No idea that their time on this planet has come to an end.
Question Ace.
Welcome to Fate. This shit's gonna get dark.
Okay, question Ace.
Yes.
So on one hand, this is a Fate game, so we have to be serious. But on the other hand, this is basically, like I said,
This is a Fate game.
By fan. What I was gonna say, on the other hand, this is considered like the black sheep of the family by the Fate community. So are we gonna be goofy in the game, or are we just gonna take it seriously? That's the question.
I'm gonna say, in my case, I'm gonna be the one trying to be like the straight man here, the one taking it serious. You're gonna get the crack jokes.
Gotcha.
Also, the only thing I do know about this game is who's playable. The surface of the Earth is on fire. The planet is on fire. The catastrophe destroys all civilizations without clemency or judgment. Judgment is misspelled.
So this game is taking place in Portland. Good to know. I'm not apologizing.
I should better make it to the fucking TikTok. The beasts of nature suffer horrible mutations, run amok, and ultimately fall to ash. Prophets protest that the end has come too soon. Rulers call upon their people to fight. Scholars say only that it is too late.
So we're not in Portland, we're in California.
Hope, believing that at least some of them will endure.
Also, I have just learned something that's very useful. That I know you're still playing Pokemon, but this might be useful for you. If you put your storage next to a crafting bench, it automatically takes some storage. That is useful.
Until
it's kind of like that one Minecraft mod
makes its appearance. Yeah, Tinkers. I fucking hate Tinkers.
No, not Tinkers. I meant though, not the Tinkers construct. Oh wait, that is Tinkers.
Yeah, it was Tinkers. Yeah, that's a version of crafting.
You actually don't like Tinkers?
Yeah, I don't. I'm not exactly shy about it. And to start off, we get to play as a Saber class.
Hashire Sorio.
Yep, Nero Claudius. A rod that will split the sky and a mass that will shatter the earth. So this must be the one that will destroy the planet. It's as if it's the personification of destruction itself. But I cannot lose. Let us go, Master.
By the way, just saying this now, this is not Nero fighting a bunch of enemies. This is Nero just Christmas shopping on Black Friday.
Each servant can perform combo attacks by pressing a combination of X and Y. By pressing buttons such as XY, XY, or YYY, you can perform attacks at various ranges of power. That's showing the same input twice. Each servant has a different combination for their XY combos. Check the command list in the tutorial within the pause menu to reference those combinations. By the way, I'm only just now able to pause. I couldn't do it on the main menu.
Also, audio's crunchy. It's not you that's crunchy. It's just the game. I have heard the game is crunchy with audio. I had that.
Yeah. Let me turn down the fucking BGM sound effects and turn up the voices because this is Fate. I want to hear the voices.
Turn it on for what?
Turn up the fucking message speed.
I don't get why games always put the message speed on slow when you when you get it.
It was on. Oh, I forgot to fucking save it.
Oh, that's another thing. I hate when it's basically you have to save it.
Yep. So
to
for reference,
X
let's
out.
actually take a look at Nero's abilities. So you have, of course, your straight X combo, your unique attack, which can go X, Y, 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 and with each different input of X up to the 6th, if you hit Y, it will go into another attack. With your special heavy being Y while moving forward, Y while dashing, you also have jump attacks, as well as the jump heavy and your EXTELLA maneuver, of which my EXTELLA maneuver is that. It may seem it, but I have never played this game before. Ah!
Yeah, I gotta turn on the Discord a little bit. That is loud.
Let's go!
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on chat.
Amen.
Also, Prince Thomas says oof.
Yep. Let's go. It's time. Noble Phantasm! God, I love the visuals. That was forced, by the way. I didn't get a say in that.
Ah.
I'd have still done it. That is all that remains of the Ancients' final records. After the passing of 30 sunsets, or perhaps a few more, mankind's ancestors accept their end. Only one fleeting warning survives future generations. Blaine is fucking chill ass. I like him.
Yeah, I remember he was the one from the game. Like he was the one from the tutorial level of the Grand Order. He was actually the only chill one.
Yeah.
The only one that's not an insufferable asshole, or not. I'm not saying asshole, but more insufferable like annoyance, basically.
I like Marsh.
Oh no! I'm saying out of the two Trulans. I mean, or yeah.
Yeah, out of the Kuchith lanes, he's definitely
Also,
the
fun
most
fact: there's only
tolerable.
one Gilgamesh that's not an evil or not an asshole, and that is the one that's the child Gilgamesh. It
Yep.
even says in his says his bio it says he's not, unlike the other Gilgamesh, he's not evil because he's a good boy. It actually says he's a good boy.
Also, for reference, for those of you who don't know the name of that noble phantasm, it is Aestus Domus Aurea. I will talk more about the noble phantasms as and when they appear. The darkness is colossal. Imagine a deep hole, growing and swelling, nothingness spreading out to blind your eyes and eat at your heart. The sheer scale of it all, it's difficult to put into words.
Oh, we talk about Ubisoft stock?
I don't know who this is based on the silhouette, so I'm just going to do a random voice. How could anything with this much mass even move and breathe? And what could any human do to stop it? The stone monument of Altamira, the Titan of Sephir. This is the magnitude of the being who could destroy even the moon.
Wait, are we talking about Eggman's piss?
We have no choice but to slay her. We are prisoners, and this is the only way to be free. You are the one. You have to do it. Don't you see? This is why the Regalia exists. This is why the Moon Cell exists. Glaring at you. It's targeting you. You should realize that without being told, you can see that the glowing points of light are its eyes. A giant shadow from the unknown. It's looking at you. A giant shadow is not a servant. That's what your nature, your soul screams. But it's not an enemy program. Your mind, your experiences scream that out with conviction. All that comes from your body, your instincts, is a cry of wordless terror on your quivering tongue. I have as much clue as what it's saying as you do. Humming. It's here. The giant shadow spreads out with overwhelming speed. With that much mass and velocity, its kinetic energy is on par with a plane crash. How much damage could it do to Seraph? A thought runs through your head. There's no way this ends well. And there is only an instance for the darkness engulfs all. Just as in the records and the warnings the moon witnessed long ago. So I'll ask you one last time. Someone with nothing to look back on. Someone who has nothing to flash in front of your eyes. An empty shell. Was that what you were? Are you really that kind of creature? No, I'm not! That's what my soul screams out. Something's there.
No, he's worse. He's a worse creature. He's British.
That's what my mind screams out. Something irreplaceable. That's what my body screams out. Praetor! Okay, so apparently we're playing as one's husband. In that moment, a voice illuminates the darkness. I see a gleaming light. Like daybreak. The Titan disappears and the darkness shatters. The voice and the light approach me. My eyes become faint. Farewell to my righteous self. An old story that sent my consciousness drifting. The fond memories of the moon end here. Ah, you're awake. Thank goodness. Please, relax.
Crossing the border.
You're currently re-establishing your connection with the moon cell. The overload from the connection with the moon cell core, or should I say the Holy Grail, temporarily damaged your memory. On top of that, your data has been destroyed. Your condition is critical. We need to restore your data as quickly as possible. First, we need to scan your value. This may give you a slight shock, but please try to hold still. Ow.
Wait, Holy Grail. Hey, son, I got on second thought. Let's not go to Camelot. Tis a silly place.
Label: Victor of the Holy Grail War. Category: exempt from measurement refusal. Rights: Y. Quality: E-. Next, I'll need to confirm your identity. Please input your name.
Now is it? Oh, it's first and last. Okay.
Very good. No problems then. Congratulations, Isaac Archer. Champion of the Mooncell Automaton. Let me clean up around here. Your throne awaits. Noble Phantasm. Oh, I didn't even get time to read that. Damn, this game's actually got good loading times. I've awakened from my slumber.
I just realized,
Feels as if I'm witnessing an old dream.
I turned the volume on the stream and I can't even hear the, like, I know I can't hear music, but I can't hear the characters talking either.
Alright.
I'm just waiting for it to see if I can hear myself.
Give me a sec, hold on. You should be able to.
Oh god, I am very scratchy on your end. So it's not just me, it's not just you, it's apparently Discord in general is having problems today.
Yeah, might be stuff, might be like weird capture stuff. It's weird.
My best be the game itself. I mean, the game causing you to have problems because, like, yeah.
Maybe, but I'm not too sure. It is an old game.
Like I said, this is probably one of the reasons why the game is shit on my computer, because it's one of the non-optimized ones.
I've awakened from my slumber. Feels as if I'm seeing an old dream. I'm sitting in a chair. Was I sitting, sitting up? As I raise my head, my joints ache. Must have been in this pose for a few hours at least.
Ace the sleeping T posing.
Hi, Nero. I'm not going to try and voice this. Neither is Mikan.
Nope, because it's not Christmas yet.
No, and I don't think any of us can. I don't think either of us can do Nero justice.
I mean, there was that time on, I think it was on my stream when we both perfectly in sync did the Hashiri Shoryo thing.
No, it was on mine. That was in the Fate Smasher Pass.
That was yours. Okay.
You can also find the full video of that over on the actual like videos tab of my channel page.
Yay! That's what you're saying.
Came out on October 7th.
Yep.
She said the thing! It didn't pick up, but she did say Uma.
Oh, yeah, what is the joke about Nero saying Uma?
Umu. I don't know.
What is this?
My only explanation is maybe it's a noise she makes when she's happy.
Well, at least it's not saying. At least it's not saying Ulu. Why is that word that you paused?
Oh, it's tabbed out.
Okay, when I was gonna say when I said at least just saying ooh when you paused, I was like, oh.
A woman in red stands proudly in front of me. From the bottom of my heart, I feel a sigh of relief. Oh God. Okay. I have to read this out. Lovely. Give me a sec. I'm gonna take a drink. Her golden hair, her slender body, the name of this beloved woman, together with whom I have overcome so many battles, is the... What is her name?
Her name is John Cena. I
I have no clue why she's calling us Praetor, by the way.
I'm gonna go what that means.
Even in her formal
Okay,
demeanor,
so-
I can feel her warmth and affection. But something's wrong. I know her
Okay,
very
it's-
well. She's the most important person in the world to me. Yes, Mikam?
Praetor, according to the dictionary, each of two ancient Roman magistrates ranking below council. Makes sense with it being
Yeah.
Nero.
Yeah,
makes
this
sense.
is Nero Claudius.
So that means we're magistrates rank under, or we're council. Yeah, registered council. That means she's basically saying we're senators or something.
It's also like her way of saying that like we rank above her.
Oh,
Like
I thought-
remember,
I
she
thought
is
Nero ranked the highest.
she is a servant and we are her master.
Ah.
She is a saber class servant. But
I
even
get that, but
so,
I'm just
I
saying-
can't remember her name. Do I have amnesia? Hey, look, character who actually has some fucking brain cells. Even if I do, I can at
Can't
least
be
remember
me.
what I first called her. Saber. She's known as the heroic spirit of the sword, and as the servant of Isaac Archer, me. Yes, it would. I'm struggling to take this seriously.
Again, why do you think the Fate series, the Fate community shits on this game?
No. It's because I love it's because like the personalities of the characters in Fate that I struggle to take it seriously.
Also, I'm looking at her 3D model. Why does it look like she's wearing like a latex outfit? It's like, devs, turn down the gloss. Like, even her chest looks like she's oiled up. This is not a bikini
Mikan,
suit.
her
You know, it's
eyes
probably
are
going to
up
be a bikini
here.
suit. No, I'm just saying. No, look at her arms.
Oh,
look at her
wait,
shoulders. Look
I
at her
forgot.
chest. Everything is gloss. Even her hair.
Oh wait, I forgot.
You don't have to
Mikan's
put
a
so
foot
much
tall.
gloss. No, I'm just saying, you don't have to put that
I'm
much
making a
gloss on
joke.
the model. The only things that don't have gloss is literally her eyes and her hands.
Which is funny that the eyes don't have gloss. You'd think they'd, have like a bit of sparkle in this moment.
For once, instead of Ace, it's a me complaining about the game style. Cause it's like, seriously, you don't need that much gloss on a model.
No, you don't. But also, like, I would say, Mikan, her eyes are up here, but I remembered you're a foot tall. You literally can't see her eyes in front of her chest.
But also, the way my screen is positioned, if I look directly straight without looking up or down at a slight angle, like directly 90-degree angle, is literally her chest.
If I'm looking straight ahead from where I'm sitting, I'm looking above my monitor. I'm not even sitting
tall.
I'm not even sitting straight up.
I'm also slouching. That's another reason why.
So am I.
Yeah, but like I said, it's also because my if you ever see my desk, I have a little like elevated stand for my two monitors with my PS2 in the middle. Okay, I know it's seven, but I heard Salmanda. I just said Salmanda, and I'm like, Natsu?
If I were playing a fairy tale game on stream, you know damn well I'd have trouble taking that seriously. But hey, if someone wants to send me the fairy tale games, I'll play them on stream.
By the way, what episode are you at?
Tower of Heaven arc still.
Still?
Yes, it is. It is a very important arc. We usually get like 4 episodes done a watch party.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Tower of Heaven's like I think like 6 or 7 episodes.
Yeah, but also like it is a very important arc.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you guys haven't the watch party in a while.
Yeah, we've had a couple delays.
Ah.
When I see her smile, I can feel the enjoyment from deep within her heart. That feeling flows through me and starts to clear the fog from my head. I can vaguely remember awkward dreams, far removed from whatever my real memories are. But as long as she's by my side, I know I'll never have to fear or doubt a thing. At what point, Nat, did you say your name? As Saber says those words, I look around the room for the first time. What is this? What the hell is this? Oh, that actually stopped me for a sec.
I have a question, Ace.
A throne? What kind of a fucking throne?
Oh, you mean like thrones.com/thelast-ace378?
Look at it! That's just a giant fuck off heart attached to a chair.
I can't see because the text box is in the way.
Yeah. I know I was sitting down, but this is no ordinary chair. All around me I see a room befitting this throne. Complete with carpeted stairs to separate the ruler from his men.
Damn you, don't throne command, you
this?
bastard.
I suppose it's no surprise if she did, but there's something else. I feel like I'm missing something important. What exactly happened to me?
Okay, Ace, I have a question.
Eh?
So this is more of a question about the legality of something in a game. So obviously stealing is taking something from a house, and basically what was it? And basically when you I forget the word is when
Hold
you're
on. I found out why it wasn't working.
What was it?
Wait, no. No, that should have worked. Hold on, let me check my action. Let me check my action, see if it's enabled in here.
Anyways, my question is: so burglary is when you steal a house. What is it called when you steal the actual house, like brick by brick?
What?
I'm playing Pocopia. I went on a Dream Island. I found a house and no one's living in because it's just a Dream Island. So I'm just taking every brick of the house. Like I'm right now dismantling the roof. Is there a word for that besides obviously insane? I can't have caught Ace off guard. Wait. Ace, I just realized. I play as a Ditto. Law doesn't play Pokemon, Batman.
Okay, I'm trying to find it out.
Wait, are you actually seeing if there's an actual crime involving stealing a house brick by brick? I was just making a joke.
I'm trying to see if there's an actual legal classification for it. No, there isn't.
Insanity!
Who the fuck is going to steal a house brick by brick? You could technically...
apparently the Ditto I'm playing in the game.
You could technically call it... You could technically class it as theft, criminal damage, because it's causing damage to the property because you're taking the bricks in order to steal them.
Wait, no, Ace, you're saying damage to the property, but after I'm done, there is no property to be damaged.
Exactly. You have to, like, it's still criminal. It's still criminal damage. Because you still illegally destroyed the fucking house. It's also looting.
I was going to say, they got Rogers out here because he might come up with this idea for D&D. No, even worse, if Lit are in here, it's
but
about
also,
this for your D&D group.
Okay, it falls under a few different crimes, basically. It's a combination of theft, theft and or larceny, because thanks to things like one of California's penal codes, it has been included to include the theft of property once it's severed from the land. Criminal damage because you're removing it brick by fucking brick. It is still burglary because you trespassed on the property with the intent to steal the bricks, even if you do not enter the interior. And if it is an abandoned or damaged building, if you're like stripping materials like bricks or piping and such, that's looting as well. It's a whole clusterfuck. I bet you didn't expect to come to this stream today and get a lesson on law. Reminder, I am not a lawyer. You cannot take what I say as legal advice and or counsel. I am a constant,
like I said,
not a fucking lawyer.
Like I said, thank God Lithron is here, because imagine if he was here, he would, what I'm doing, if he would think about doing that in your D&D group. Because remember, what you two have told me about his tabaxi, I would totally see him doing that.
Vera's an idiot. I don't think she knows how to dismantle a house. Now, my character, however, he probably would. He has a +1 in every fucking stat, at least.
Ace, I just thought something evil.
What?
You know how in D&D, like, the rules with vampires being like, they cannot enter a house if they're not invited?
Yeah.
What did I just say I was doing? I think I found a way for a player character that's a vampire to bypass that ability. Strip the fucking house!
I need to make sure my DM never sees the stream. Asleep? For a whole day? And what's the moon cell core?
Did you say what the moon sell for?
No.
Oh, because I was gonna say I'll bid $3 on it. I just see Ace's model just staring at me.
No,
like,
it's
No,
I was doing a thing.
Okay. Okay, I was gonna say I could just sense the disappointment in you.
Yeah, because sitting on this hideously shaped throne isn't exactly a good place to discuss this. At least buy me a drink first. Yeah, it's not a combat. This game mostly takes a visual novel setting.
Ah.
It is Fate, after all.
And fun fact, Jeff, for anyone that's not in the know, Fate originally started as an H manga.
You can just say hentai.
Okay. Yes, it originally started a hentai manga.
We don't speak in
because,
we don't speak in algo speak here.
Okay, it's funny because people that are like, I would say people that are tourists say like, oh, Fate has too much fan service. Like, do you realize it started as a hentai? No. Here's the thing, not even a hentai manga. It started as a hentai game.
Yes, actually.
Then they eventually made it a manga. Then they made it
started as a
visual
visual
like,
novel. Then they made a manga, and then a lot of fucking confusing shit happened. We got the ufotable versions, which are much less tied to those original roots, and are the versions people recognize today. And most games typically follow most modern games typically follow the ufotable approach, where it is much less directly sexual.
Yeah. And that's the thing, literally, characters like Blackbeard and everything, that's basically a pervert, that's toned down from the original. That's
Yes,
what I have to
it
say,
is.
chat. And it's funny because people were like, I still find it like, oh, this is just a fan service. Like, yes, that's what the series literally is. It's like, hi, welcome to the Fate series.
No thanks, I'll pass on that off, Nero. New content added to the gallery.
Oh my god, I just realized something, Ace. I can just imagine someone saying, like, oh, I just played Fate again, or I don't like this game's for gooners, and I can imagine surprise being like, ah, you must be new here. Of course it is. That is their audience.
What should I do now? Very least I know our names. I'm Isaac Archer, she answers the saber. We clearly have some kind of relationship, but I don't know the details. And there's this place. Where am I? Why does the word Seraph pop into my head when I ask myself that?
Why there are 6 panels on your 4 directions?
Oh my god.
What, I hit you with the nostalgia?
No. She's gonna go on a yap session about the moon cell.
Ah.
Okay, fuck it. Yeah, please explain. If you summon them through means like the summoning circles we see in things like Fate Zero, Fate Stay Night, then you are a master, not a wizard.
You're a wizard, Isaac.
Yes, they also do retain aspects of their original personality, as can be seen in Fate Zero.
So does this confirm that Blackbeard is a weeb? Or was a weeb?
No, some aspects are new and alterations of the original heroic spirit. But some spirits definitely retain aspects such as like sense of honor and such.
I was gonna say I would totally laugh if it was confirmed that in the games that like when he existed in real life, Blackbeard was actually a weeb.
An example of this would be Gilderay in Fate Zero, who, when his master was assassinated by that show Saber's master, Artoria Pendragon's master in this case, he quite literally started screaming like, "I curse you," that kind of shit at Saber's master because the fight was won dishonorably, and even Saber hated this.
Damn. Then why'd Saber do it?
She didn't.
Oh yeah, her master did it.
Yep.
Hey, who was the guy you said that you really liked that when it was him, Saber, and Gilgamesh just chilling on a roof drinking?
That's Iskander. He's actually in this game. If you actually paid attention in that cutscene that I said I wasn't gonna skip, even though they can't hear the music, you actually could see Iskander for a bit. He was the guy with the fucking cape, the fur cape.
Ah,
That's Iskander. He is a rider class servant, and I fucking love him.
Was it in the anime with him? Like he actually almost defeated Gilgamesh when
Yes.
he brought
Yes, he did.
Phantasm.
And it was so fucking sick. He was the first guy in the first person in the entirety of Fate Zero to do any sort of damage, like noticeable damage to Gilgamesh. Even a berserker class couldn't. Then this guy shows up, activates his noble phantasm, and while he dies as a result, he actually manages to weaken Gilgamesh. Oh yeah, by the way, this game
What
is
would your noble phantasm be, by the way?
probably similar to what my
Like what would it be? What I was gonna say, what would we call and what would its effect do?
likely it'd probably be something similar to my Signate app, Silver Database, which allows me to tap into the abilities of others that as long as I have seen them used at least once before.
So basically is like would be like what's it called? Photographic memory of abilities?
Yes. So effectively I'd be playing my Signate art as if it were a noble phantasm.
I would say the only way to make it not OP, but then again, a lot of characters in Fate are OP. The way to kind of balance it, if it was sort of game wise, it would have to be you can use abilities of characters you have defeated. That would probably be a balance.
Funny thing about that, there's actually a character in Dragon Ball FighterZ that works like that. Super Baby 2 can call in the assists of defeated characters. Fuck those parasite assists, by the way. It's the reason why Baby is considered one of the strongest characters in the current balance patch.
I was just saying what, like, Phantasm would be like anyone you've ever defeated in battle, even as a servant, like, you would just be able to use their abilities.
Yeah.
And that means the more people you've accumulated over the different Holy Grail Wars, the more OP you become.
Yep. Remember that I do.
Gilgamesh would. Yeah, because even Gilgamesh would have a run for his money.
Yeah. Remember that if I do get sent into a world, I do have to play by its rules.
Yeah.
I don't get a say in that.
Oh, yeah.
My memories are still in fragments, but I do recall a few images here and there. The Holy Grail War. Many masters and their powerful servants, NPCs running the war from behind the scenes. So many combatants, but only one winner at the end of it all. And was that winner truly me?
Honestly, Ace, if I had a mobile franchise, it would probably be similar to yours, but not instead of abilities, I'd be able to like call upon honestly, it would probably be a big friendship thing, but like knowing how I am as a person, it would basically be me calling upon any allies I've ever anyone that's ever been an ally of mine to have them fight me along battle. But the way I would do it is kind of like Elden Ring with like the summoning abilities, especially down to one boss. Like I would just be able to summon or a spectral version of one of my allies or any allies I've ever made to fight alongside me, kind of like an army of them.
Let's read out this tutorial because I didn't get to before. EXTELLA maneuver. By pressing B, you can activate an EXTELLA maneuver. By the way, no, you do not need to apologize for that because I blitzed the tutorial. If you have at least one bar in your EXTELLA maneuver gauge in the bottom left of your screen, so that little blue one with the various segments, you can use it at any time. When you hit an enemy with an EXTELLA maneuver, you can engulf surrounding enemies and deal widespread damage. The more enemies you engulf, the more damage will accumulate. Also, the first enemy hit will take significantly more damage. While an EXTELLA maneuver is active, you can press the B button, or J if you're on keyboard, to deplete the gauge and deal additional damage. You can deal significant damage by accumulating stock and depleting it all at once. So it is actually worth it to build up the meter and not spam it. And then just use it all in one big burst like an ultimate. But technically it means if you use it that way, you have 2 ultimates.
You're probably wondering, Ace, why I didn't say anything with crane games for my Noble Phantasm. I have a reason for that. Because I would say that as my cursed domain.
That is that actually is tied to things like that actually is tied to a Noble Phantasm. That's what we like to call that a reality
Jujutsu Kaisen, I mean like Jujutsu Kaisen domains, I meant.
Yeah, I'd say if we did go with that for Fate, that would be your reality marble, which is like how the arena changes. Like with Nero's, it changed into a Colosseum. For you, it changed like the inside of a crane game.
Well, actually, I was gonna say, remember how you told me, like, you had asked me probably about a few months ago, you said what would my domain be, and I said I didn't know. The more you explained that one about the pachinko to me, I realized what my domain would be.
Yeah.
So obviously I actually tell you, because I had thought up and I forgot to tell you the other day, but want to hear it?
Go ahead.
My cursed domain, UFO claw game, or UFO machine. What it is anyone caught in this domain, they appear inside a giant, like, arcade claw machine, and I have to control it. Obviously, I have a limited amount of plays, but for every person I grab, I get more stronger, and they get weaker. But, like, obviously, it's a skill. It's based on my skill. So if I miss anyone, they don't get weaker, I don't get stronger. But for everyone I do grab, I basically get a boost. I basically get a boost to myself, and they get a debuff.
Oh, so yours is leeching cast energy.
Leeching, but like I said, leeching, but also, like I said, it's also skill-based, too.
Exactly. So if you successfully, like, get someone as a prize, you leech their cast energy, restoring it to yourself. Yep.
And here's the
I would
say, and here's the thing, based on how many people I capture in the domain, that's how I get that many plays times 2. So if there, not times 3, because obviously with most games you get 3 plays. So say if there's 3 people in the machine, I get 9 plays. So that means, and there's actually an evil way to use this too, where I actually could use it without hurting people as well. If I get a bunch of innocent civilians in there, the more civilians, the more plays in, but obviously I'd only go for the people I'm fighting. So say if there's like 1 enemy in there but 9 civilians, that's 30 plays, and I'll focus all those plays on that enemy.
Also,
see how I used?
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna pop off real quick. It's not relating to Fate, so in the YouTube release, this is gonna be cut out as is like this whole like little ramble thing. So basically, you're gonna be hearing the game audio instead of us for that section. But as well as me popping off about this real quick. So we just got confirmation of another Legendary Dex product being released for Yu-Gi-Oh! And this one makes me really fucking happy. Now, don't get me wrong.
Rarity collection?
No. Legendary Dex is the pre-built stuff.
Something different? What's different than the Rarity collection?
Yes, Legendary Dex are the pre-builts.
Oh, no. I mean, I saw the Legendary Dex at the store, but I heard there's Rarity Collection 5 coming out.
There's a new Legendary deck coming out. Legendary Arc 5 deck.
Ooh.
And this makes me very happy. Because, like with the 5Ds ones, we're getting 3.
I saw them at the store. I just didn't buy any.
I actually think you'd really like some of the decks from 5Ds.
Well, the thing when I realized this is, like, I have all the cards I have, the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I don't actually use them because I mostly play Master Duel, and I have literally, there's nowhere around me to play them because the nearest, like, LCS place near me, which is LCS local comic store or card store to play games, is literally 10 miles from here, and it's in a very, very unsafe area.
Yeah. So,
like,
for the 5Ds, so for the Arc 5 Legendary decks, we're getting 3 different decks. Yuya Sakaki's Odd Eyes, Delina's Lunalight, and Yuga's Speedroid.
Ooh.
Now, in each of these, we do get new support, and there's likely going to be a pack around the same time with more new stuff meant to support these 3 decks. Basically, Arc 5 players, we are finally eating good for once. And I'm just happy because Speedroid gets support. I love Speedroid. You wanna know why? In 3 words, technically 4 because 1's a contraction of 2. Let's go gambling!
I will say this though, and I already know you're gonna call me a fucking idiot for doing this, but I actually don't like buying pre-made decks. I mean, obviously I should, but the reason I like buying singles because, and I'll be honest, I like the gambling aspect. Like, let's go gambling because I like, even if I don't pull something good, if I pull something good, that's good.
So,
if I don't pull something, it's still cool to just get to do it and everything.
Funnily enough,
because like
I actually have a similar approach. So what I do is I get the pre-made and I use that as a basis so that I can figure out how it plays and then build off of this. Case in point,
no,
with,
I'm just saying, like, when it comes to opening packs, I like to get like the
Yeah.
dopamine rush of getting some.
Oh yeah, no, that's the thing. That's why,
Like, even with the commons, I like. There's
Yeah.
some cards that get excited when I pull them.
but,
Like,
if you want
the one the pack I pulled, I was like,
feel
oh,
fear,
cool,
by
I
the
got
way,
Scapegoat.
remember that most
Yeah.
of the Goki cards have been printed in common, meaning I can run Goki in common charity.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just focusing mainly on like the online ones because like obviously online you can get as any card with Master Duel, most any card, but like.
Yep.
And I think we mentioned this how you know who, if he comes to Yu-Gi-Oh, that means I could basically cash out and sell my 60 plus copies of Treasure Panda, what are currently worthless. If he comes there, the price will go up, and then I can cash out, and I could just use the money for other stuff and still play Master Duel. Because basically scalpers coming to Yu-Gi-Oh is not going to ruin the hobby because we literally have Master Duel, we have Yu-Gi-Oh Duel Links, like. I think maybe people said this, like, even if someone comes and tries to increase price of things, it's not going to ruin the hobby because we literally have a bunch of digital storefronts to play it.
All right, so let's progress the game a little bit, shall we?
Yeah. Okay.
Now, I will say, I am enjoying this. This stream might very well go on longer than usual.
That's fine.
Sleep sounds good, even if I'm just starting to wake up. As I close my eyes, I realize
something you never do.
I realize I have one more question for now. What's that ring? I still have no clue what that is. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
So it's just basically it's basically
funny?
just a cool looking prize.
I don't know if I sent you the picture yesterday what Alice sent me, but someone did something awesome in Tomodachi Life.
On.
You know how you could eventually make custom houses and stuff?
Yes.
Someone made Cell, and they made their house the Cell games. Like, they just made his arena.
Nice.
And it said he likes this.
Oh god, what do I want to pick?
Ooh, pretty.
Because it's talking about the ring. Ooh. Overwhelmed by Saber's enthusiasm, I can only give a murmur of approval. Some light applause seems appropriate, so I give it that as well. Wait, is she pouting? Oh my god.
Is she ever not?
She's pouting. Look at the portrait. She's actually pouting a little.
I see it. I mean, that's her regular face.
That's a regular.
That's like her. That's like. Oh, gotcha.
So she had a little pout.
You're not giving her enough attention. Give her more attention.
Quite literally, I've done everything I can at the moment to give her attention.
Well, you're not giving enough. Give her more.
At those words, the lights in the room go down. As I start to fall asleep, it grows dark outside. Not because of the real sun.
Insert sexy sax.
But because Seraph, a serial phantasm that manifests its own world, wants it to. All actions, even those of nature, have meaning. But human actions are in their own special category. And so, Saber and I have taken human form in our digital selves. I'm thinking too much. I should take Saber's advice and sleep. I know that when I wake up, a new world will be waiting for me.
Oh, wait a minute. You'll listen to a random woman you
Chapter
just
1,
met when
the
they
new
tell you to go to
EXTELLA.
sleep, but you won't listen to me when I tell you to go to sleep.
We are at the Orem, the capital of roses.
No, you are not ignoring this. You're not dodging this question.
I didn't get a choice.
Listen. I'm just saying, you literally will listen to a random woman you just met, you don't even know when she tells you to go to sleep. You won't listen to your friends when they tell you to go to sleep.
I didn't get a say. It was a scripted event.
Let me just write that down. Okay, force Ace into a scripted event. Okay.
Behold our party.
Put on some shoes! Okay, I saw Frenchie. Oh, never mind. Okay, never mind. I thought that was the French guy from Fake.
So, let's go over our crew here, shall we?
Do we have to?
Yes, we do.
Damn it.
So, this is the party we have available to us. Nero Claudius, No Name, Gawain, Li Shuen, and Kuchith Lane.
Gesundheit. What is this Shimigami Tensei looking ass costume?
You know,
Motherfucker thinks he's the demi demon or the demi demon or semi demon or whatever.
Demi Demon.
Yeah, demi demon.
You had it right the first time.
Yeah. Dude, this isn't Tron.
Hey, long time no see,
That's
Archer. We were enemies back in the Holy Grail War, but here we are now. Nice to work with you.
Are you gonna commit this guy's name to memory? Oh, his name even is Lee.
Was this a coincidence or was it fate? Pardon me if you haven't smelled blood on me. I assure you, it's not mine. I heard tell of an honest job. I had nowhere to go, so I welcome your hospitality. Take me to any battlefield. I won't complain.
Now, Ace, don't get mad. I stole another house.
Gawain, at your service, your majesty and her master. As long as your cause is just, I shall be your sword. And Isaac Archer.
Oh, wait, that's the guy. Wait, Gawain, that's the guy I won the figure of years ago for Linka.
You were quite instructive to my former master Leo. I shall henceforth believe in your righteousness. Of course. I'm on your side, aren't I? You chose me.
Oh, it's this Archer. They really like this Archer a lot in the games.
New rules from Seraph. A certain someone came up, cross-swords a few times, made a pitch, and invited me here. So if you want to hire me, and if you can make it worth my time, I'll follow your contract. And you do have the Regalia. So for us masterless servants, your orders are just like master's orders. Who knows? I was probably some low-level heroic spirit who died in the first round. Doesn't really matter now. By the way, do I not get an intro, Sovereign of the Moon Cell? I mean, as long as I'm pledging my loyalty and all. Damn, broke the fucking fourth wall, okay. No, I'm trying to wonder why a part of your hair is sticking out. But you could poke someone's
We
eye
don't-
out with that. This is going to be very interesting. I see. So that's what she's talking about. Seraph is building new lands, and Saber and I are going out to claim them. No problem. Time to swat down whenever rogue programs pop up. Oh, may I ask one question first, Your Majesty? You're the one holding the Regalia, right? So, shouldn't you be on the throne instead of that kid there? Ah, your obligations. Like how I am obligated to tell you that you can use code INBETWEEN for 10% off with Stoneforge technology and W Energy.
Oh, Ace,
Eh?
I have some news, and you cannot get mad. I lost Colorado.
What do you mean you lost
was the-
Colorado?
It was there one moment. I turned around, I looked back, and Colorado was gone.
How do you just lose an entire state?
I don't know. I just looked away. I turned back, and it was gone.
This is why I don't send you to help with the help out with the constructs.
Well, in my defense, you did send me with 27.
And this is why I send out Soulblade.
I'm still getting paid, right?
Yeah, you're still getting paid, just expected to be docked for somehow losing an entire state. Timeline repairs are gonna be a bitch. I get it. So not just for show then. Alright, works for me. Well, if you need anything, just give me a call, Master. I can spear things like even the Emperor wouldn't believe. On that note, if you'll excuse me too, Seraph's being decoded right now. I should be on the alert for any changes. If there's any fighting, give me a call. Unlike other servants, I'm suited for going against people. Just make sure it's a challenge. Let me check on the AI who are seeking refuge. They will be our citizens of the Seraph to come, after all. And a good king is always ready to hear the people's petitions. Now, by your leave. You picked them. Hmm. I mean, yeah, the Zamuso game. Alright, time for another fight. Huh? Wait, does that mean those things can kill me? Nero, you are not helping. That's bad. I'm not a fighter. I know one program, Codecast. No, you're fine. You're explaining things we need to know, Nero. Do not apologize for that. But I can't leave you alone. Please do not start crying or anything.
Cry. Cry your bitch tears. I
Editor?
know you know that reference.
Editor? You know what to do.
I read nothing!
Why did you just kick him into an Eva? Where the fuck did you even get one? I understand. Even by her side, I'd be more of a liability than an ally, but I don't want that to push me away from her. Even if I can't fight, I still want to support her. If I didn't do that, I'd have no right to be called Saber's master. What? Huh?
Oh, you getting drip?
What?
No, you did not get drip. You got dripped.
Damn.
You got Thanos.
Wait, did I just go into the Regalia?
Aren't you supposed to be asexual?
Yes. I just teleported into the ring.
Oh wait. Oh, I thought. Okay, I was gonna say I thought you were inside Nero.
No, the Regalia is the ring.
Okay.
Yeah, the ring we saw we saw on her when she did the little introduction. That's the Regalia.
Gotcha. So
Yeah,
you're not inside
she explained
Nero.
this when she asked us about the ring. I can see just on my phone. Welcome to the chat. It's always nice to have a familiar driftlight around here. I can hear Saber's voice. More than that, I can see her and feel her warmth. Somehow, the whole of my consciousness is now inside Saber's ring.
Saber, I'm haunting you. I'll be right in a bit. I gotta stand up and stretch a bit.
Don't worry, Hello! Well, at least it feels like there's enough room in here, so I don't need to panic. In fact, I like this. Now I can be next to Saber and not slow her down. Okay, let's go, Saber! Let's do this! Let's fight! Completing the regime matrix. In order to clear a stage, you'll need to defeat the boss servant, the ruler of the territory. You'll need to gather a majority of the regime keys and take control of the regime matrix in order to make the boss servants appear on the battlefield. You can obtain regime keys by taking over sectors. The campaign on Seraph is a series of power struggles over the regime matrices, each of which signifies who has control of its corresponding territory. Makes seem strange.
I'm back.
Did there be this many enemies in here?
As I got up, I dropped my Switch 2 controller. As I sat back down, I dropped
Someone else is
other
in control of this
stuff.
place. Let's take back the sector first, and then we can search for the puppet master, right? Taking over sectors. Within a territory, rooms that hold at least one regime key are called sectors. When you take over a sector, you will obtain regime keys. The number of regime keys held by a sector is called a regime rank, and it is displayed on the minimap. In order to take over a sector, you will need to defeat enemies called aggressors. The number of aggressors can be confirmed by checking the aggressor gauge on the bottom right of the screen. The aggressor gauge will increase as you defeat enemy soldiers. When the gauge is filled to the max, aggressors will appear within the sector. So, it's not really in the bottom right, it's more like the far right of the screen, right below the minimap. Which, look how big the fucking minimap is. That ain't mini, that's just map.
Oh yeah, question, Ace. So, which flavor did you buy? Any flavors of W yet? I was gonna say, did you buy any flavors of W yet?
I have actually used my creator code, so I will actually do an on-stream review when they get here.
Gotcha.
Install skills. When you defeat an aggressor, it will drop an install skill. You grant those install skill to your servants in my room. No, we cannot leave that battalion to fend for themselves. We must go to their rescue immediately. What's that terrible noise? You didn't hear some weird band here, did you? Hey, careful there, my lord. They definitely look like they're planning something.
I just realized we're at a shopping mall.
No. Sound the horn. It's time
Well,
for
those-
battle. Just wait. I'll bring you some good news. Yeah, we finished that on a good note. How are things over there? So you've defeated 500 enemies. It looks like you've hit your stride. Yeah, bring it on. I'll show you why they call me a savage dog. There's a sector being attacked. I'm counting on your supports. I can't leave.
I love how you're giving him an unenthusiastic
Yeah.
voice.
Have things handled for now. What? I didn't hear that over the battle.
Oh, no, I said I love how you're giving him an unenthusiastic voice.
I mean, is that not how he sounds?
True.
Don't get me wrong,
can't
he's
tell,
my
it's in
favorite archer
Japanese.
class and for very good reason. But he sounds so low energy.
I'm so surprised they made Robin Hood a common in Grand Order.
Honestly, same. How do I lock on? The game
Look, here's
hasn't
the
told me
thing,
how to
though.
do that.
Here's the thing. The common characters are like Jekyll and Hyde, Robin Hood, Hercules. Those are the characters everyone knows, but characters no one knows fuck all about are basically the rare and expensive ones.
I'm gonna do it. Let's do this! EXTELLA maneuver!
Like,
Yes,
honestly,
the sector's
what-
mine now.
I have,
Leave everything
I
to
have a
me.
question.
Yep.
I have a question for you, Ace. Who do you think is more interesting, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, or the third member of the Three Musketeers who no one knows fuck all about?
By the way, I wish to mention, this isn't the only party we get access to. There's actually 3. And you're
I'm just
gonna
saying, like,
love
I'm just saying with,
who's in the second.
oh no, I'm saying with fake Grand Orders, like who do you personally think is more interesting, the character of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, or the third of the Three Musketeers who no one knows fuck all about?
Most people don't even know that there's actually 4 musketeers.
Oh yeah, I know. Most of you don't know what a book is actually. The book, The Three Musketeers, is actually about the 4th Musketeer.
Fun fact, I didn't know this until the Fate Smasher Pass. You
Yeah,
actually taught me
But
something
that's
in
the thing,
that
like,
stream.
but either way, who do you think is more important? Like, some French guy who no one knows fuck all about, or the most famous case of like good and evil in literature ever with a character,
Yeah, fair point.
or one of the most. But here's the thing: yet they made the Three Musketeer character like an SSR, but they made Dr. Jekyll like a common.
Also, conquest rewards and regime rank. When you take over a sector, you will obtain a regime key and QP. The number of regime keys is equal to the regime rank. The strategy of completely taking over high-ranking sectors fast is a good choice. It looks like you succeeded. I'll have to learn from you. I have news. I found the sector where the enemy reinforcements are coming from. If we take this one down, their aggressors will be stopped short. Destroy the
I like
flag.
he almost said shot.
That's the source of
Aggressors shall be shot.
Yep.
Listen, I had to take the shot at the shot.
View the regime gauge at the top of the screen to see which side is closer to completing its regime matrix. When your force's regime matrix is at maximum, you will dominate the territory, therefore forcing the boss servant into battle. Defeat the boss servant to clear the stage. Conversely, if the enemy forces max out their regime matrix, they will seize full control of the territory and force you off the field, thereby causing a loss for your side. Words are hard.
Hey, so I thought of something.
Damn, well, they're not pushovers,
You know how?
but it's just
You know
trash.
how? You know, like whenever someone plays or does a playthrough or a stream of a Musa game, the question always rises with the streamer and anyone in chat voice for them, like
Yep.
what game you think would be a good Muso game?
Yes.
I actually I thought of another one, and this is going to be an interesting take.
Hmm.
But you know how with like games, for example, like Scarlet and Violet or Pocopia or even X or Z to A, how they're taking much more like mature, darker tones.
Yes.
I would like to see a Muso game for Pokemon that's set during the war that where they originally fired the Great Weapon. Like, because there is the Pokemon War. I would like to see that in a game. And
Honestly,
obviously, you're
yeah.
controlling the Pokemon, but like instead of like you're just using different move sets. It could be cool. It combines Muso, but you only get 4 moves per Pokemon.
Oh,
That would be interesting. And like I said, it would also fill in the void of what actually happened during the Great War. I mean, we know that like obviously as lost Follette, so he was the king. He lost Follette, and like he fired the weapon to try to bring her back.
let's go.
But it's like
EXTELLA
but here's the thing,
maneuver.
it'd be interesting showing the war itself and like how Follette was actually lost. I mean, that would be an interesting thing. Because seriously, we have experienced death and literally with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. They said the professor was killed, so they could actually we do know in X and Y that yeah, Follette was killed in the past. They could obviously do that. Here's the thing: Nintendo has worked with the Muso games before, like when they made Hyrule Legends multiple times.
Hyrule Warriors, but yeah.
Sorry, Hyrule Warriors. But yeah,
Character change.
I think that'd be a fun
Archer,
game.
to you. Honcho, Bakia. Telebog.
What game would you like? What series would you like to see as a Muso game?
Saber, back to you. This is a very, very good fucking question.
I would say Kamar, but I believe they actually had one in Japan. It was actually pretty
Yes, they
decent.
did. I haven't played it because there's no legal ways to play it. I also don't even know if I had English text.
Where's the thing?
I would actually...
With the
I'm actually hoping that's what Project Henshin is.
I was gonna say with the popular, how even like even the companies realizing, hey, Kamar is starting to get popularity in the West. It'd be cool if they do eventually bring that there. Because here's the thing, we already know they put the episodes of a few of the series on YouTube for free on the official channel for people in the West to watch.
Let me actually take a look at the moveset for Archer.
Okay.
We've actually got a tutorial. We can actually go over the command list. Nameless. So his moveset is actually a little bit less expansive than Saber's, but as to be expected. Nero is the one leading the army, so of course the generals are not going to be as powerful. Though he actually has the ability to use upgraded moves. While I'm holding
Wait, the generals are actually weaker in this game?
Kind of. If
you
notice,
usually in Muso games, generals usually stronger.
If you notice, look at So remember, Nero has the ability to do a longer, like normal attack into unique attack chain, while the vice generals don't. Or at least Nameless doesn't. Maybe I'll have to get that later on, but he does at least have a special gimmick. The little gauge tied to left bumper. While I'm holding that, if I press heavy attack, I can perform an upgraded move. You actually see that. Hancho, Bakia, let's do this! Phantasm Circuits. When you obtain 3 Phantasm Circuits, you can press right trigger to reveal the true name of your Noble Phantasm. A Noble Phantasm is a servant's trump card, and it will deal great damage to all enemies within a sector. The locations of the Phantasm Circuits can be confirmed on the minimap. Our allies are being attacked. Let's go to them immediately. Talibok! Let me pick this up.
I guess after the level you can answer the question.
I will do. But I'd say for Kamen Rider, I don't want really a Muso game. I'm actually curious to see what a like a Xenoverse version of Kamen Rider would be like. Where you're
Like maybe
learning,
like an original rider and everything
yes,
that's game exclusive.
where like with you
That'd be
where you
cool.
have a creator rider and you learn the techniques from various Kamen Riders, possibly even allowing you to access their forms. That'd be
That'd be
so
cool.
fucking interesting. Like, think about it. You win in all regards in that case.
Because here's the thing, we've had series like, for example, Zeo or Decade that have like powers from different riders, but at the same time, like we haven't had one. I mean, I think Zeo, I think he's a good guy, but like I was gonna say, like it'd be cool if there's one where the riders willingly give you their powers or stuff.
Yeah.
What? Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, they have to willingly give up their ability to henshin. Oh. When you ignore enemy invasion, there's a possibility of a fall. When a sector falls, the regime key will also fall to the enemy. Defend a sector by defeating all the aggressors invading it. I will not allow that to happen.
I eventually
Ara
got
is being
watch
pushed
Zeo.
back. If this goes on, it'll end badly for all of us. Give me that.
Oh, it's alright, I drowned.
No holding back! Talent bulk! Seriously, we have no time to spare. Let's hurry to our troops, Master.
Oh no.
This sector's way too close to this sector's way too close. Codecast! Alright, so this is what I already know. Press the designated direction button to perform a codecast. Codecast have various effects, such as HP recovery, swapping sub-servants, and curing special conditions. Equip various mystic codes on the master to change which codecast abilities are available, so you can have up to 2 at a time. I like this attack. That's good. You're getting into it, Master. There you are. Trigger off! Let's get moving. Thank you. Who the fuck are you? I don't know
I've
who
seen
this
this character
is.
before. I forgot their name, but I've seen them before.
So there's an enemy servant.
Yes. I can't remember her name. Oh yeah, I actually have her. I mean, I want to say it's Elizabeth. No, not Elizabeth Doctor. I'm trying to remember. Oh wait, I think it's Elizabeth Bathory because she got the horns and like things like one that was basically the vampire, but they made her like an idol in this. I'm not. Yep, I was right. Elizabeth Bathory. They actually have her in Grand Order.
Damn!
What?
Nero throwing shade!
Hey, so remember what they said in Godzilla? Let
Elizabeth,
them
your
fight.
singing is mid.
Also, that outfit, damn, that top.
Richard Lane's words suddenly echo in my mind. Is she the weird band he was talking about? He's even calling them groupies. Copy. Plans. Plans are programs that have the capacity to send aggressors to other sectors. If you ignore a plans, your own sectors will be susceptible to enemy invasion. Also, plans have the ability to continually produce aggressors around themselves. When a plant is within a sector, make sure to defeat it first. Got it. Said kill the plant first, right, game? Got it. I am the bone of my sword. Steel is my body. And created over 1,000 blades. Unknown to death, nor known to life. Fuck it. Let's go. Unlimited. Blade works.
Wasn't BladeWorks the name of a dev company?
Hey, Gilgamesh, this is how you do it. That is a
Turtle.
noble phantasm. Saber! Ally regime matrix complete. Ally territorial victory. But we're not done yet. We still have one more thing to do.
Take over the tri-state area?
Nope. Though I wish. Ah, Perry the Platypus. What an unexpected surprise. And by unexpected, I mean completely expected. Defeat the boss servant. Elizabeth's
I can't
back.
do a good
Let's go
gargle.
give her a noise complaints. This is why he's my favorite archer class. Lancer class, the Bloody Demoness, Elizabeth Bathory.
That's not nice.
Here I come. Let our first battle be a gorgeous dance. EXTELLA maneuver! Archer! Rigger off! Concho! Bakia!
That's what she said.
Ah.
Oh, Ace, guess what?
What?
Bacon. Bacon.
Elizabeth, I'm ignoring you so I can build up my EXTELLA maneuver.
The vampires actually distracted Ace from the bacon. Interesting.
Let's do this! Huh. Interesting.
Lancer's hands are rated E for everyone.
These are indeed rated E for everyone. Where the fuck did you get Excalibur?
Oh, sorry. I let him loan it.
Archer, what the fuck?
He said he showed me his library card.
What do you need Excalibur for?
I mean, Ace, he asked to see the armory. I asked him if he had permission. He showed me his library card.
Do you just like to hold back? You know they call it first aid for a reason, right? Did I just get sassed by my own servant? This feels weird.
I love how Ace isn't questioning. I literally let Archer into the armory.
As long as it's in the logbook, I don't give a fuck.
Like I said, he had his library card.
Yeah, as long as it's in the logbook, I don't care. EXTELLA maneuver! Let's end this in style! Brace on! Ah!
Thank God he didn't say flame on. I didn't want to go Johnny Storm on here.
Stage! Clear!
But Ace, are you going to clear this or no continues?
No, continue there. Clear, shut there. I believe that answers your question.
I believe it does.
New Mystic Code recipe added to craft. The Purification Choker. Ah, I see.
Wait, Ace, you know what that
The
is,
Fairy
right?
Howdy. Cohort's Mantle.
Ace, it's a purification choker. It's a fake game. You know what that means, right? That's a good girl collar, basically. And I hate that it is.
Hey, Nero got an upgrade. So what we were using before in the tutorial is basically like full power Nero. So it seems it's because we're not full power yet that we don't really have all our options. Install skills collected. Health boost. Reduced earth. 4 different strength boosts. Mana recovery. Prana burst poison. Prana burst lightning. Prana burst flame. I'm gonna say that's either extra or like, I don't know. Extra arms master, I'm guessing. Invictus Spiritus. And Supreme Strike. fused install skills. So the dupes get fused together to make better ones. Means Pronobus Lightning +2, Supreme Strike +2, Invictus Spiritus +1, and Strength Boost +3. I keep forgetting how much fun Muso games are.
Yeah.
You are just jealous.
I mean, it's Elizabeth Bathory. Do you not know her lore? She's literally a woman that is considered one of the most evil women in history, where she killed young maidens to bathe in their blood because she believed bathing the blood of young women kept her immortal.
Did not expect a history lesson. Actually, surprisingly glad I got it.
I learned a lot from those Lantern Corp videos. And funny enough, I already knew about Elizabeth Bathory because of the Castlevania games. Because she's a villain in one of them. But for some reason, in the games she's in, they make her the niece of Dracula or something.
I didn't even get a choice. It just goes, of course it is. So I tell her that from right by her side. I say it while reaching out to touch her fingers. Praetor, this is an anime. Praetor, this is an anime game. Don't do that.
Ace, don't touch her hand. You'll infect her with the preggers.
I am energy. Does not work that way.
You be surprised the rules of anime logic.
Yeah, and I'm a paradoxical being. I can just choose that logic doesn't apply to me. As by the fact that I both do and do not exist, I am paradoxical. My abilities include manipulation of the paradoxical, which includes myself.
I was about to say you could I was about to say I thought you were going to say I choose not to, as I choose to not give a fuck.
No, that's actually a law thing.
I mean that too, but yeah.
Yeah, that too, but it's a law thing. I can just choose whether I want things to apply to me. Oh, you shot me? No, I just chose that you didn't because I decided that my body was made out of air for a second.
The hacks! Throws PC monitor.
Ow. Cheap shot, motherfucker.
Listen, when it comes to the Gmod Idiot Box, you cannot run from Dr. Hacks. If he finds you cheating or hacking, he will throw a PC monitor at you.
Technically, I'm not cheating or hacking. I just both do and do not exist.
Can you no-clip?
If I'm in my faux body? No, I cannot.
Because I was going to say, if you can do anything that could not be done by a normal person, by Dr. Hack's logic, you're hacking in Gmod, so you will go, the hacks, and throw a PC monitor at you. And I missed the Gmod Idiot Box. That was a good series.
As the Emperor commands, I touch her gently. I can never touch her any other way. Feels like touching the world's most beautiful rose. Or, more appropriately, like touching the world's most beautiful, powerful woman. You know, some people are actually into that type.
They're called bottoms.
I wouldn't know. Something Faroese.
Well, wait, it's not Twitch, I can say it. They're also called simps.
Yep, and remember that what applies to the outside world does not apply here. Something kayfabe, something. As far as you know, what you see on the screen is what is the case. To be fair, I'm also having to possess some random fucking guy in order to do this because I can't do this from the in-between.
Oh, did I tell you something funny that happened? So I only watched some of episode 1 of that Warhammer campaign that they're doing. And at one point, someone says something, guys, he goes, don't bring kayfabe, don't bring kayfabe. It was just funny as hell.
Fun fact, that's probably how some people first heard the term kayfabe.
Probably. No, this was actually, I want to say 3 or 4 weeks ago, maybe 3.
Yeah, but kayfabe is mostly a term used in the wrestling community.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, it was basically because they were. It was like they were breaking character, and during the session, it was like they didn't. Not, instead of being out of character thing, it was they were saying something in character, and guys like don't break kayfabe. It was funny. It's funny because guys is the one that claims he's not a voice actor. But everyone else like, no, you're a voice actor. Like other players and everyone in the chat is like, nope, you're a voice actor. Even you said he is.
Yeah, it's true.
It's like
There are no further signs of the
like,
enemy. Just as Saber says, this area has become her territory. That being said, I can stay at her side a little bit longer. Or can I? I believe that answers my question. In that instance, a creak snaps from inside and outside of my body. Did I exhale? Did I speak? I don't know what just came out my lips. A low groan, a short scream. Whatever sound I made is because I'm in agony.
I mean, you're in agony just when I talk.
Even my virtual body feels pain. Moon Cell is no different from the real world in that regard. Sense is still sense, and pain is still pain. And death is still death.
Also, I don't like how that poses with the PNG because it looks. I know it's mostly her shoulder, but the way it looks like she's got a very pointy breast. Like the angle it looks weird. And I think that was intentional by the devs, knowing them. Nani? Oh, Ace, question. Since it's in Japanese, do you care if I talk over cutscenes?
During the edited version, this will be they won't hear us because it'll be having the game audio for the voices.
Okay. So I was just about to say, well, something I like about Muso. I like when Muso games introduce like an original like villain. I think that's a cool idea.
I do like it. There are times where I don't, because usually they're stuck in that game, can't really leave it.
True.
And if you know your fate, you know who this is.
Ah, this is the one who's the stone that was suing her broke a few years ago, and people actually online were panicking, and guys was like, "Nope, don't panic. It's literally she did her time. She's okay."
So, no, I said there are 3 parties in this game. Behold the leader of the second. Yes.
Huh. But, and it's funny, everyone's down bad for this character, but mythological wise, she was a bad girl. Not in the good bad girl way, but actually like very mischievous, caused a lot of problems, at a prankster basically. She is, I think, a kitsune or something.
Worth mentioning, Elizabeth is part of her squad.
Ah.
Asta.
Great, that means we're stuck here in Elizabeth.
Is that servants? Why do I feel nostalgic about her? I'm pretty sure I made it obvious that no, I don't. But that fucking look on Nero's face, what kind of expression is that?
That is, you touch my man, I'm gonna stab you person look, I'm guessing. I've seen the expression in anime before, especially harem ones. That's if you come near my man, I'm gonna stab you. That's what that look is.
Oh,
I've seen it way too many times.
I am so glad Shinri isn't here. I would be surrounded in blood already. just like most of the fan base.
I looked away. What happened?
Look at what she's look how she's explaining Tamomo.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense. It
Yeah,
checks out.
like I said, the fan base.
Yep.
I have a question. Why are you talking in the third person? Surely you have a
Because
name.
because she is basically she is high. She has a high mighty personality basically,
Oh
and
god.
also she's Japanese. She's Japanese too.
Okay. So I will say I did look a little bit at the plot synopsis to help me write the description of this stream. So basically, we're playing as only a third of our actual self. Now in the opening cutscene, like we got grabbed. Yeah, we got split into three.
Hmm.
Our body, our mind, and our soul.
Hmm.
I do not know which fragment is with which party, but each of the three parties has a fragment of us. I know her. I can't remember exactly, but I'm certain I know the servant. Her name
And
is
I know she owes me $40.
something floats in the back of my mind, like old footage. No, like memories. That servant in blue was. It was just when I'd won the Moon's Holy Grail War. There were several people around me, masters, servants, and NPCs. I proceeded toward the Moon Cell core, and then what? She said caster there was so much venom in her voice. This is why I prefer watching things in Japanese. They feel way more expressive. Don't remember you. Don't care. Why couldn't you be like this in Last Encore? I would have enjoyed watching it even more if you were just this fucking sassy and quick with it.
She's got the ooh mouth.
Yeah, so the Regalia split into three parts alongside us. My body seizes up in pain. I can't even speak. What's going on? Being next to Castor is definitely me. Same face, same features. From the look of it, we even have the same breathing pattern. Is it safe to say I don't like her?
Yes.
Like, God, this personality is insufferable. I'm glad I hear the Japanese voices. If this were the English, I think I'd want to put hands around her neck right now. So that she'd stop fucking talking. She's staring at me. Despite her threatening words, she seems to sympathize with my pain. Okay, so I think the only thing I like about the design at the moment is definitely the black and purple. Not too sure what my
I think it's
opinion was.
actually blue.
Not too much. That's
The
blue.
cars are off. Let me check. Let me check. Hold on a sec.
It looks purple
That
on my
corresponds.
screen.
Hold on a sec. Let me check.
I mean on Tamamo.
Yeah, I know. I'm checking.
Yeah, because on a portrait it looks purple.
Nope, it is blue.
Why is it purple here then?
Again, this is the black sheep of the games. I will send you a picture. So I'm just going to copy this
Give me a
link.
sec. I'm gonna check this real quick.
Just type Tamamo Fate on Google and look at the images. It's literally blue. Like, even the figure is blue. The official premium figure is blue.
Yeah,
It's just, again,
Tamamo no Mai.
this
Oh wait,
game.
no, I get it. I get it.
What?
So
It's the paint style.
it is a case of things like the paint style, but also this might be a way to show that this is a different Tamamo.
Maybe.
Because there are 3 parties in this game, which I believe are the 3 story modes you can play.
Yeah.
Each one led
Oh
by a
yeah.
different
So
character.
she does have a different. She has a hat on. The original one, the actual one. Her normal
Yeah,
one does
her
not have
actual
that hat.
portrait for EXTELLA doesn't have it.
Yeah.
Which makes me think that this isn't Tamamo.
But then again, Tamo is basically Kitsune, so she does change appearance to trick people. That's another thing.
And we know that she's a very... What's what I'm looking for?
Mischievous.
Thank you. Very mischievous individual, as Nero explained to us. So it does make sense that she might be fucking with her appearance here.
Possibly.
It's just a theory, but right now I've got nothing else to go off. Okay, they're gone. The surprise appearance of Castor and her partner had distracted me for a moment, but now I feel that pain again. Not only physical pain, but a deep sense of failure. Slowly, it begins to subside. I still can't move yet, but it doesn't hurt as much. At least I'm stuck looking towards Sable.
Ace, you know what my brain immediately went to?
What?
There's something on your face. Pfft, it was pain.
Well, technically he's not wrong. Your strength was overwhelming, Saber. I'm gonna quickly check something, see if there's any particular reason in this game to actually care about the bond.
But what about James Bond?
So I know how I pointed out like the bond thing there.
Yeah.
I have no clue what the fuck it means. Okay, so we actually did just miss out on one of them. Uh, because I picked that your strength was overwhelming. The correct answer for wanting to increase the bond there was it felt like holding hands with you. There's also 3 other moments in the campaign where we can get bond up, but there are other ways to raise it. That's just an easy way. I talked to Saber about the Regalia. I want to know everything she does. Material-wise, it looks as if it's made of white gold, though of course it's really a collection of data. Could it be some kind of key code? She keeps referencing the real authority, but what exactly does that mean?
What's with that odd reaction? Is that really confidence she's giving off, or is it just bravado this time? I agree from the bottom of my heart. The ring's white golden sheen perfectly matches her finger. Beautiful, of course. Precious, unquestionably. Just wearing it increases Saber's charm tenfold, enough to overcome any opposing force. You know, it would be nice if the game made it more clear which internal thoughts are, like, which ones are internal thoughts and which ones are talking.
All right, I'm gonna hop off for a bit because my
Alright.
butt's getting numb from sitting long. Smoke bomb. Oh. Damn it! It was a dud.
You really think I'd keep letting you steal those? Are you surprised? Please don't. Side story, now available. Free battle, now available. Kuchet Lane side story added. New content added to the gallery. A Mystic Code recipe has been added in Craft. So, now that we're here in the My Room section again, I can actually talk a little bit. First up, we have these settings, where I can start messing with my codecast. Mystic Code and Codecast. When a master equips a Mystic Code, they can use Codecasts to support their servants. Which Codecasts are available depends on the Mystic Code equipped. Mystic Codes are constructed by depleting QP using Craft in My Room. More Mystic Codes will become available to construct as you progress in the story or fulfill certain requirements. To construct more powerful Mystic Codes, special materials called upgrade parts are necessary. For reference, I'm currently using the Sovereign's Robe because it's the only one I've got. Install skills. Set an install skill in an open slot to expand or upgrade a servant's skills. The number of slots increases as the bond level with your servant goes up, which actually means there is a reason to get it up. If you set an install skill of the same category in an adjoining and connecting slot, both the adjoining skills will be more effective. If you find an install skill unnecessary, you can disassemble it and break it down into QP. So, for example, I could put in Invictus Spiritus to get a free automatic revival once per battle if I were to go down. I could also install a health boost, which I think I need. Servant info. Bond level. Bond level represents the strength of the bond between the servant and master. when the bond level increases, you will gain more install skill slots, receive gifts from servants, and unlock My Room bond events in main story mode. Your bond level will increase if you clear side missions, use codecasts, and choose the right dialogue option. Of which we currently have the options of, Nero's crew. Now, I don't have a lot of... Okay, so it's EXTELLA maneuver attack power. Prana Burst, I was correct. So this means it can do poison damage, lightning, or fire. Supreme Strike increases Noble Phantasm. Strength Boost is normal attacks. Mana Recovery makes the EXTELLA gauge fill faster. And Reduce Earth increases movement speed. Honestly, I like it. Let's save the game. And there is, of course, the user profile. You can swap between male, female, etc. But you can swap between the male, female, change the name, whatever. Let's go to Craft Item. Craft. The only method of obtaining Mystic Codes involves spending QP and upgrade parts. Some Mystic Codes have code casts attached that remain unknown until they're constructed. When you no longer have need for a Mystic Code or install skill, you can disassemble it and break it down into QP. Now, unfortunately, this is a game that seems to only have one story, only seems to have one fucking save file. A new character has been added in Free Battle. You can actually check stuff here. The various servants you have collected, which at this point is just Saber and Kujat Lane. As for the events, you can rewatch any cutscenes you've seen up to this point. Don't know what that is. Meaning I might have to go back and get that. Music. Which, of course, is a collection of music tracks you've unlocked throughout the game. Which, to get it marked as complete, you have to pick it, which is kind of stupid, actually. The same for the salvage screen. It didn't class them as shown. You can actually see the viewer, which is nice. Go to Kujat Lane. You can check the profiles of them, including their noble phantasms. Kujat Lane has Guy Bulk. This cursed crimson spear can pierce the heart, no matter where it penetrates from. The spear seizes its target and attacks the enemy as it unravels itself. Has enough power to blow away an army in a single strike. Now, if I go over to Saber by going into the menu to go to the default. Alright. Have a good day, Driftlight, and I hope to see you visit once again. Yes. The Aestus Domus Aurea is Nero's noble phantasm, the domain of the ultimate emperor that illuminates the star of the stage. A technique replicated by mana and imagination. While this is being performed, all enemies that are locked in are weakened and placed at her mercy. Also, you can view the various install skills. If you haven't obtained it, it's grayed out and unknown, so. So, if I want to play this off stream, I'm gonna have to find a way to separate the save files so that I have a personal save and a stream save. Lovely. But of course, thank you all so much for watching. I've been the Drifter, Isaac Archer. And until next time, the In-Between welcomes you.